Alright guys, so I've been meaning to do this for a while, a video on my favorite categories in the game, and just kind of talking about some of the top tier categories compared to some of the lower end categories. Now, basically, for me, there's two big things that I really like that will make a category good for me. One is cohesiveness, right? So let's say, we'll take the Super Saiyan 3 team for example, right? Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Main key link is over in a flash. Basically, every unit on that category has over in a flash, except for a few. And that makes the team very smooth, very easy to run. Rotations really aren't that important. Everything is moving like a well-oiled machine, so I really like that about the Super Saiyan 3 category. The other thing I really like is when there's a lot of units on a category and there's many different combinations of teams you can run. So, looking through all of these categories, if there's one that I would put here as a honorable mention, it would be the Revived Warrior category, mainly because of the fact that it has such a massive roster of characters, and a lot of very good characters as well. You know, you have the three villain LRs, LR Majin Vegeta, LR Bojack, as well as LR Broly. All three very good. LR Broly and LR Bojack, you can create rotations based around them with the two Bojacks, two Brolys that are very, very powerful and formidable. LR Majin Vegeta, you can pair him up with Angel Super Saiyan 3 Tech Goku for a very potent 1-2 punch. You know, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Lots of really good units. Only thing that holds it back a little bit, in my opinion, would of course be this right here. Angel Golden Frieza. There's not really like a common key link for a lot of these units. I mean, I guess you could say Revival does count, but still, it's a very weird fit for a lot of these units, so it does not actually make the list. Now, looking at the number 5 category on my list here, we have the Super Saiyan 3 category team, which again, as I use for my example, you have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock as the leader. He has over in a flash. And about 90% of the units in this category also have over in a flash. Bardock also has prepare for battle, so a few units in this category that have prepare for battle instead are able to fit, you know, pretty good. One of the big ones here is probably Super Saiyan 3 Broly, who is a prepare for battle instead of an over in a flash unit, and he is a monster on this category. The only thing I'd say that really holds Super Saiyan 3 Broly back is the fact that LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku exists, and he just hits so much harder than basically every other unit in the game that you're going to want to prioritize the team around him, and he has over in a flash and not prepared for battle, so that does hurt a little bit in using Super Saiyan 3 Broly on this team. But overall, very, very cohesive, very fun to run. It is also the most damaging team in the game, the hardest hitting team in the game, the fastest team in the game, very good. And then, of course, there's the two new global exclusive Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas here. Only thing I would say is the roster is not really that big, but, you know, eventually we could get others. You know, Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, I would say, is definitely a shoo-in to eventually be added to this category. So, there's a Super Saiyan 3 team. The next category we will look at is the Universal Survival Arc category team. Now, this one might surprise a lot of people for this reason. There is no LRs on this category. Everyone knows I fucking love LRs. I love LRs, love running them, rainbowing them, smashing them onto teams even when they don't fit. I absolutely love the LRs. But this team is so cohesive because, again, just like the Super Saiyan 3 team, where 90% of the units have over in a flash, 90% of the units on this category have a link called the Tournament of Power, because these are all units that fought in the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, which is a 3 key link, which is essentially, you know, over in a flash. And you look at this, basically all of the best units on this category are here. You know, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, Dispo, AGL Caulifla, Tech Android 18, Ultra Instinct Goku, God of Destruction Topo, Jiren, Angel Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, as well as Berserker Kale, all Tournament of Power units. So this team, even though a lot of these units wouldn't normally fit, right? Like Angel Golden Frieza is not a unit that's going to share a lot with Dispo, but you can run them side by side on this category because of that Tournament of Power link. It really, really helps out and makes this seem a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens when inevitably LRs are introduced to this category. We will see an LR Ultra Instinct Goku. We will see an LR Jiren. Now, they seriously could do what they did with the Potara and Fusion Dance categories, where they released, like, for the 4-year anniversary, LR Ultra Instinct Goku and LR Jiren as, like, dual LR Dokkan Fest banners. Could you imagine how hype that would be? Where Ultra Instinct Goku would be an LR Realm of Gods leader, and then the LR Jiren could be a Universal Survival Arc leader. Would be absolutely insane. And LRs would be so good on this category because of the fact of that Tournament of Power link. So it would be so easy for them to accumulate ki. So this is on here for its cohesiveness, and the roster is pretty large, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger because, you know, there is not a standalone Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku card. There is not yet a standalone Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta card. So there's just a ton more units that could be added here. There's still no Ultimate Gohan on the category, no Piccolo on the category, no Krillin, no Tien, no Master Roshi. Units definitely deserving of having a spot on this category, as well as some of the other Pride Troopers. So I do think we will see this category have a lot added to it in a very positive way. All right, so moving on. The number 3 category, the Pure-Blooded Saiyan category. Now, a lot of people don't really fuck with categories that have the 130% attack buff. That is basically Bandai and Akatsuki will give this to categories that they will probably deem too strong with a 170% attack buff. The reason is because all of the LRs on this category, this is a category with the most LRs. You have a grand total of 6, and you can run all 6 together. Although, I wouldn't be so quick to run Super Saiyan LR Goku, the first LR, or the 1000-Day Goku. But, like, some of these guys really work well together. LR Bardock and LR Broly work pretty well together, and then LR Majin Vegeta and LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku work pretty well together. So you could run 2 rotations. One with LR Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the other with LR Broly and LR Bardock. You'd have 2 Vegetas as floaters, and then you would have maybe, like, Turles as well. Just an absolutely very strong category. This, I believe, is the biggest category in the game as well. So even free-to-play players could very easily build a powerful team here. Just a monster roster of characters here, the Pure-Blooded Saiyan. So that's pretty cool. I do really like this category for that reason. Now, in terms of cohesiveness, only thing I guess that could be a bother is Blue Vegeta. You know, he's only got Prepare for Battle, really, and Turn of Power, but really with Turn of Power, he's only going to be linking up with, like, the Universe 6 Saiyans or Ultra Instinct Goku. So that's not really a big deal. But, these two are very powerful over in a Flash units who Blue Vegeta can't link up with. And then there's, of course, others like, Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Tech Goku, over in a Flash units who are not really able to link well with Blue Vegeta. But you do have bridges in here. Like, you can run Ultra Instinct Goku, who has Prepare for Battle and Over in a Flash. And you can run Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, same thing. Prepare for Battle and Over in a Flash. So with these bridge-type units available, it does make the team run rather smoothly. And that's why I have it as the number 3. I love this team. Love all the different combinations you can run. Very, very good team. Moving on to the number 2 team here, we have the Realm of Gods team. Now, this is a team that when Ultra Instinct Goku first came out was very limited. It was Ultra Instinct Goku, LR Goku Black, plus a lot of old-ass units. AGL Rose, into Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Kaioken Blue Goku, Physical Vegito Blue. A whole bunch of old-ass units who were good, but they weren't fresh and OP, right? But then, they unleashed the fucking floodgates here. LR Vegito Blue, LR Beerus, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, the Super Saiyan God Goku's got Dokkan Awakenings, new SDR Rose, a new Int Zamasu, new Tech Vegito Blue, like on and on. Ultra Instinct Goku got his awakening. Jiren was added to the category. God of Destruction Topo, when he awakened, was added to the category. Just so many powerful options on this team now. And it is a pretty smooth team to run as well. My favorite, of course, would be running LR Goku Black and another Goku Black as kind of a rotation. And then the rest of the team is able to fit pretty good, depending on how you use Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren, Evolution Blue Vegeta, all of those. Recently, I've been trying out a fun little combination team where I would run LR Beerus and Tech Beerus as a rotation. Now, LR Beerus heals on his super attack, 7% and 12% on his 12 and 18 key super. Then, of course, they share the Connoisseur link, which recovers 5% HP. And then in the other rotation, I gotta have LR Goku Black plus the TUR version of Goku Black. So LR Goku Black healing 15% HP per turn. Excuse me. And then you have the TUR Goku Black recovering 10% HP per turn. You guys see where I'm going with this? It's an immortal team. A team that cannot be killed. It's insane. Then you'd have the two Ultra Instinct Gokus floating. And then in terms of the last unit, I don't know, maybe Evolution Blue Vegeta, Jiren. It doesn't really matter. I know Whis, God of Destruction, Topo. I guess even SCR Rose would probably work pretty good. But just a wild combination of teams. And just a lot of very fun units, right? A lot of these are new units. Most of these are Dragon Ball Super units. So you have a lot of fun experiencing the show and stuff. Just a really good team. I've had a lot of fun with this one. It has quickly rose up the ranks, and I do think there's still a lot of potential for the category. If they decide to add in the other Gods of Destructions, this category could get a lot added to it. There's a lot of potential there for future growth. Now, the number one category might be surprising to people, but it's actually the Movie Bosses team. I know people were not expecting this. For me, this is the most fun team in the game to run. The reason is because you have these three LRs right here. LR Beerus, LR Bojack, and LR Broly. All three of them perform best on this category, on this team. You can easily and seamlessly build rotations of these LRs with their best linking partner. You get LR Bojack with AGL Bojack. LR Broly with TUR Broly. LR Beerus with Tech Beerus or AGL Beerus or the other SCR Beerus or, Int Beerus, whatever you want. Build those rotations. And then you have this fucker, the leader, Turles, floating around. Key 3 and 40% attack for all allies just makes it so that nothing stands in the way of this team. And of course, you run the Beerus rotation, they're healing like crazy. You run the LR Bojack rotation, they don't take damage. LR Bojack has disgusting defense. So you're basically, I don't want to say immortal, that's the Realm of Gods team. You could basically get the immortal team. But here, you're just absolutely steamrolling shit. Bojack is an absolute monster. Almost he closes in on 4 million attack stat on this Movie Boss category team easily, absolutely just laying waste to everything, and it's mainly because of Turles. That support passive, a Dokkan Fest support unit, is just so good because you have to have two of this fucker on the team, and he just brings it all together. And if that's not enough, the second part of his leader skill, he is AGL Super Saiyan Goku Black. Rose, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. You can bring any extreme type ally, and they're going to get a 50% buff, which isn't the greatest, but it'll be effective for something like, LR Goku Black. You want to bring him. So that makes the Movie Boss team, my favorite to run, because you could just do any combination. All of these units work perfectly because of Turles' presence. Turles makes anything possible on this team. That's another reason I have the Pure-Blooded Saiyan team so high, is because Turles' presence there makes it work very well. Turles is so good, he is actually an optimal unit on the Majin Buu Saga category team. Because of just how well his key ability and the 40% attack buff works. The Majin Buu category team is a good example, by the way, of a category that should be fun on paper, but is not, because of Physical Super Vegito. They decided to give this fucker Prepared for Battle, but not Shocking Speed, which completely changed the game. Had they given this guy Shocking Speed, that would have opened that team up a lot, and would have made it a lot more fun. But this is a unit that badly needs to be on rotation to get stronger, And a lot of time, like, and he doesn't really link well with anything on this category. Like, he's only prepared for battle, and many of the strongest units on this category are not prepared for battle units, which just really holds it back a lot. Like LR Majin Vegeta, LR Trunks, and Goten, like, they're not prepared for battle units. LR Super Vegito is, though. So there you go, guys. There is a list of my, favorite categories in the game. Going back again, it is the Super Saiyan 3 category, Universe Survival Arc category, Pure Blooded Saiyan category, not Blue Vegeta. Then we have the Realm of Gods category, and then finally the Movie Bosses category. Those are my 5 favorite teams right now. Turles is very, very underrated. His banner was really bad, though, so I wouldn't recommend global players summon for it. Maybe try and get Turles when he comes back on a different banner. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch y'all later.